In this video, we'll look at how to create pulley joints in Corona SDK. Joints can be used to assemble complex objects from multiple rigid bodies. For example, joints can be used to join the limbs of a ragdoll figure, attach the wheels of a vehicle to its body, create a moving elevator platform, and so on. Most joints are used to connect two rigid physical bodies, which means you need to create these bodies first and then submit them as arguments to the physics.newJoint constructor function, along with other properties that may vary depending on the type of joint being created. A pulley joint attaches two bodies with an imaginary rope whose length remains constant. If one body is pulled or pushed by some force, the other body will compensate according to the simulated rope. The initial arguments for physics.newJoint are bodies A and B to join, followed by two coordinate pairs which represent the stationary anchor points for which each side of the rope hangs. The next four arguments are the X and Y anchor point coordinates, one for each body, followed by the final ratio value which will be adjusted to simulate block and tackle setup. The pulley joint features a ratio property as the final parameter in the constructor. This ratio can be adjusted to simulate a block and tackle arrangement. In such a scenario, one side of the pulley rope moves faster than the other. The default ratio is 1.0, which simulates a simple pulley. You can also set a number of properties to influence how the pulley functions. Check the documentation located on the Corona Labs website for more details on working with pulley joints. Let's look at some sample code. In this example, we've added our required physics library, started the physics engine, and set our gravity. We've also set the draw mode to hybrid so we can see where our anchor points connect. Next, we create three shapes. Two of the shapes are circles that will be joined together, and the third shape acts as our ground. Both circles are given dynamic body types so they can move around. Next, we create our joint by calling physics.newJoint and passing in the required parameters. If a joint is no longer needed, you can destroy it by calling either object::remove_self or display.remove. It's important to note that if one of the joined bodies is destroyed, the associated joint will automatically be destroyed as well. However, remember to properly remove and nil any references to a joint which has been destroyed. And that's a look at how to create pulley joints in Corona SDK. Learn more about working with Corona SDK at coronalabs.com/university.